Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel USA Old Coins. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of old United States coins. From the shiny Lincoln pennies to rare Jefferson nickels and historic Washington quarters, each coin tells a story about America's past. These coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history, carrying the art, culture, and milestones of their era. Whether you're a collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about the value hidden in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey. Let's explore the stories behind these iconic coins and uncover the treasures that lie in plain sight. Top 1. The year 1980 marked a turning point for American coinage, not just in history, but also in the hidden world of valuable coins that might still be tucked away in pockets, drawers, and forgotten jars. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1980, a coin that millions of people consider ordinary, yet a select few specimens can be worth a life-changing fortune. When we talk about coins, we often think of spare change. But some coins carry more than monetary value, they hold history, mistakes, mysteries, and incredible opportunities for collectors. And the 1980 Lincoln penny is one of those secret treasure pieces that coin collectors dream about discovering. Imagine holding a penny minted in 1980. It feels light, metallic, and simple. But behind that simplicity is a story of design, composition, errors, and scarcity that transforms this tiny copper coin into something extraordinary. The iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner, still proudly appears on the obverse of the 1980 penny. His face has graced the 1-cent coin since 1909, making this design one of the longest-running in United States history. As you look at the penny more closely, you'll notice the inscription "In God We Trust" above Lincoln's head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1980 stamped boldly under his chin. Some versions of this year's issue also carry a mint mark, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco, each with its own level of rarity. Turn the coin around, and you're greeted by the magnificent Lincoln Memorial, an architectural symbol of honor and remembrance. Hidden within its columns is a tiny yet remarkable detail, a miniature engraving of the statue of Lincoln himself. That tiny statue makes the reverse design unique and beloved by collectors. Why 1980? The U.S. Mint produced pennies primarily of copper, specifically an alloy of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was right before the major shift to copper-plated zinc coins in 1982. That means 1980 pennies are among the last generation of true copper cents. But what separates a regular 1980 penny from one worth thousands, or even over $100,000, comes down to rarity, striking quality, and unique minting defects. When something goes wrong at the mint, sometimes collectors strike gold, or in this case, copper. One of the most desirable varieties for this year is the 1980 double die penny. This fascinating error appears when the coin's design is imprinted twice but slightly shifted, creating visible doubling in areas like the date and lettering. A bold double die can turn a common penny into an almost mythical collectible. Collectors also hunt for highly graded examples, pennies that survive the years without scratches, circulation wear, or discoloration. These perfect conditions are incredibly hard to find because pennies are the most frequently used coins in America. Finding one in untouched mint state condition from 1980 feels like uncovering a time capsule. Some rare 1980 pennies struck with sharp, full details and perfect lustrous surfaces earn elite grading labels such as MS67 or MS68. Coins like these have shocked auction houses with record-breaking sales. Do you think all pennies look alike? Think again. Tiny variations can make a massive difference. A misplaced mint mark, a striking crack, or a clipped planchet could be the hidden jackpot hiding in your change, and that's why collectors inspect every tiny detail carefully: the letters, the rim, the mint mark, and especially the areas around Lincoln's face and the numbers of the date, because that's where doubling or other striking anomalies usually show up. Some people have found treasure not in banks or museums, but in old jars where pennies collected dust for decades. These lucky discoveries prove that rare valuable coins are still out there waiting for someone curious enough to check. The 1980 Lincoln penny also represents the beginning of new technology in coin production. The mint was transitioning to more efficient processes, and during change, errors often slip through the cracks, creating opportunities for collectors today. This coin connects generations. Many people alive today remember using 1980 pennies, spending them at candy shops, saving them in school, or receiving them as change from a family grocery run. That nostalgia adds charm to the value. For new collectors, the 1980 penny is a wonderful starting point because it teaches you what details to look for and how a small everyday object can become part of a much bigger story. The copper glow of these coins is also something many collectors cherish. Over time, they can develop beautiful red, red-brown, or brown tones, and the brightest red specimens are especially prized. Think about it, billions were minted, yet only a handful have risen to fame. That scarcity in top condition drives excitement in auctions and bidding wars among eager collectors wanting to own the best. Some collectors speculate that as copper prices rise and more pennies disappear from circulation or melt away, the value of these rare survivors will only increase with time. If you have a handful of older pennies at home, especially from 1980 or the early 80s, don't ignore them. Every coin has a chance to be something incredible, something valuable, something historic. Even more exciting are the proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, which were made with mirrored surfaces and struck with extra care. A perfect proof can bring in amazing offers. Coin dealers and collectors worldwide respect the 1980 penny because it sits at a bridge point between the classic copper era and the modern zinc era, a true collectible hallmark. And while millions of these pennies have been handled by countless people over the decades, only a select few manage to remain flawless, untouched, and beautifully preserved. Those nearly perfect survivors are the real treasures, proof that patience, history, and luck can combine to create value beyond imagination. Imagine flipping through your coin stash and suddenly spotting a 1980 penny that looks different, sharper, cleaner, brighter. You take a closer look and spot doubling or perfect details. Your heart races. Because you could be holding something more valuable than you ever dreamed. Collectors spend years searching, attending shows, and digging through rolls to find these rare gems. But anyone, yes, even you, could stumble across one unexpectedly. All it takes is curiosity, a good eye, and a little knowledge about what makes this coin so special. And that knowledge begins right here, right now, with you joining the world of coin discovery. Always remember, never underestimate the power of one small penny. That tiny cent in your hand could be a ticket to an unforgettable financial surprise. So keep your eyes open, check your change, and explore every coin with excitement and wonder. Because the next valuable treasure could already be in your home. That brings us to the most thrilling part of this journey, the astonishing top value ever paid for a rare and perfect 1980 Lincoln penny. One extraordinary example has reached an unbelievable price in the collector market due to its flawless condition and intense collector demand. And now it's time to reveal that incredible number. In words only, a rare 1980 Lincoln penny sold for $130,000. And don't forget to comment below about the coins you have so our channel can help you learn their value. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment. And please like this video too. Top 2. In the early 1980s, Americans carried pennies in their pockets without a second thought. They used them to pay for newspapers, bubble gum, and snacks, unaware that one tiny coin from that era would later become a superstar in the world of collectibles. Today, we take a fascinating journey into the world of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1981, a coin many people see every day but few truly understand. This penny might look ordinary at first glance, but in the world of coin collectors, the year 1981 holds a special place. It represents a moment in time when the United States Mint was preparing for major changes, and those transitions created rare opportunities for coins that would become extremely valuable. When you look at the obverse side, the face of Abraham Lincoln proudly stares forward. This design has become iconic in American culture. Created by Victor David Brenner in 1909, it still remains one of the longest-running coin designs in United States Mint history. Just above Lincoln's head, the phrase "In God We Trust" stands boldly, honoring national beliefs. On the left, the word liberty reminds everyone of the freedom that defines the United States. Beneath his chin, The date 1981 marks the year this coin entered the world. Some versions of this penny also include a small mint mark near the date, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, each with its own rarity and collector excitement. The mint mark isn't just a letter, it's a clue to a coin's origin and value potential. Turning the penny over, we see the beautifully detailed Lincoln Memorial. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the structure symbolizes strength and unity. If you look closely, you will actually find a tiny engraved statue of Lincoln seated inside the monument, an incredible miniature detail that adds to the coin's charm. Now, here's what makes the 1981 penny extra interesting. It was one of the last years the mint produced pennies using the traditional 95% copper and 5% zinc composition. After 1982, pennies became mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. That means 1981 remains part of the treasured copper era of American cents. Collectors love copper coins not only for their metal value, but because high-grade copper can shine with rich red luster that makes the coin look breathtakingly beautiful. And the more vibrant the color, the more desirable the penny becomes, but the real key to high value lies in rarity and perfection. If a penny from 1981 was kept in flawless condition, no scratches, no dents, no discoloration, it becomes a gem. Imagine a coin surviving more than 43 years without showing any sign of age. That alone is rare. Then we enter the exciting world of mint errors, accidental mistakes during striking that turn a simple coin into a golden opportunity. Some 1981 pennies show doubling in the lettering or date, making them extremely sought after by collectors. Others might have off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or filled dies that deform certain design features. Instead of making the coin worthless, these mistakes actually increase its value drastically, because they are unique and fascinating anomalies. And then there are premium proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, made specifically for collectors. These coins show a mirror-like shine on the background and frosted details on Lincoln's portrait, giving them a stunning contrast. A perfect graded proof can spark fierce bidding in auctions. Speaking of grading, collectors use a top-tier grading scale to determine condition. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher for regular strikes, and PR69 or PR70 for proofs, are masterpieces that capture attention from serious investors around the world. Billions of pennies were minted in 1981. Yet, only a tiny fraction remain in outstanding condition. That small population is what drives prices into the thousands, and in one extraordinary case, even six figures. The idea that a single penny could sell for more than cars, jewelry, or even a home might sound unbelievable. But in the coin market, rarity plus condition equals incredible value. And this penny checks both boxes in its best examples. People have found valuable 1981 pennies in the most unexpected places: inheritances, forgotten jars, childhood piggy banks, and random pocket change. That excitement, the thrill of finding treasure in everyday life, is what makes coin collecting magical. Collectors around the world continue to hunt for 1981 pennies that are perfectly preserved time capsules from the past. Each one tells a story, not just of money, but of American history and craftsmanship. Think of how many hands these pennies may have passed through. Yet some manage to stay untouched, protected in original mint sets, hidden in old envelopes, or forgotten in vaults, waiting for the right moment to shine. And for those who discover one of these hidden gems, it could change everything. Auctions erupt with excitement, collectors compete, and eyes widen as the final price climbs higher than anyone imagined. This humble copper coin, once worth a single cent, now reminds us that even the smallest objects can hold extraordinary potential. All it takes is the right year, the right condition, and a bit of rare luck. So if you ever come across a 1981 penny that stands out, one that looks brighter, sharper, or unusually crisp, don't let it slip away. Take a closer look. Because your curiosity could turn into a surprising reward. This coin represents the end of an era, a farewell to solid copper pennies, and a piece of American history that continues to inspire new collectors every year. Every time someone discovers a rare 1981 penny worth a fortune, the world of numismatics grows more exciting. And you could be the next lucky person who holds something extraordinary without knowing it at first glance. As we wrap up this captivating journey into the world of the 1981 Lincoln penny, It's time to reveal the incredible number that makes this coin a true superstar in the collector market. Point 1. Flawless and extremely rare 1981 Lincoln penny has sold for $127,000. Comment below about the coins you have so our channel can help you find their value. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment. And please like this video too. Top 3. The story of the 1993 Lincoln penny begins in a year filled with transformation across America. Technology was evolving, the economy was shifting, and millions of tiny pennies were being minted daily, each carrying a hidden tale that collectors would one day be eager to uncover. Most people who handled a 1993 penny during that time had no idea that some would later become treasures, rising to fame not because of unusual appearances, but because of the rare qualities that only the most observant individuals would notice. Just like many years before, the obverse of the 1993 penny proudly features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic portrait has been a powerful symbol of history and leadership since 1909. Above Lincoln's head, the familiar motto "In God We Trust" shows the nation's faith and values. On the left of the portrait, the word liberty reminds us of the freedoms Americans hold dear. And right beneath Lincoln's shoulder, the date 1993 is clearly stamped. Depending on where the coin was minted, you may also find a D mint mark for Denver, or no mint mark at all if it was minted in Philadelphia. That little letter can make a big difference when collectors evaluate rarity and desirability. Turning the coin over, the reverse continues to display the magnificent Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. With its symmetrical beauty and historic symbolism, it remains a masterpiece, honoring one of America's greatest leaders. If you look very closely at the memorial between the columns, you will spot a tiny sculpted figure of Lincoln seated inside. One of the most incredible miniature details ever featured on a circulating coin. One significant element that sets the 1993 penny apart from older Lincoln cents is its composition. These pennies are made from copper-plated zinc, introduced in 1982 when copper prices became too high. Even though they look like copper coins, inside they are mostly made of zinc. Because of that zinc core, these coins are more sensitive to the environment. Exposure to moisture or harsh conditions can cause damage, making perfectly preserved examples much more valuable to collectors. As billions of pennies entered circulation in 1993, very few were saved in pristine condition. Most quickly developed scratches, wear, and spots, because pennies are among the most used coins in America's everyday transactions. That means finding a 1993 penny that looks as fresh as the day it was minted is incredibly rare. Collectors hunt for high-grade examples with flawless details, bright surfaces, and no signs of aging. The 1993 penny was protected immediately after minting, sealed in a collection book, proof set, or coin holder. Its value today could be far beyond a single cent. Perfect coins are like time capsules frozen from history. There are also rare mint errors that make certain 1993 pennies even more exciting. Mistakes such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong metal planchet can transform a small penny into a massive payday. Some coins from this year show doubling in the letters or date, creating a dramatic visual effect that collectors absolutely love. Others may have unique structural defects that enhance their rarity instead of taking away from it. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, with a deep mirror finish and beautifully detailed frost on Lincoln's portrait, are another highlight for collectors. These special pieces were never meant for circulation and can demand strong prices when found in perfect condition. Professional coin grading plays a huge role in valuation. Coins that receive a top grade, such as MS-68 or MS-69, are extremely scarce for this year. Those are the ones that spark intense bidding competitions in auctions. What makes the hunt even more thrilling is that valuable 1993 pennies can still appear in everyday circulation. Someone might receive one in change from a grocery store, a gas station, or a vending machine and never know the fortune they are holding. There are endless stories of lucky individuals discovering rare pennies in old jars, drawers, or forgotten piggy banks. These unexpected finds keep the world of coin collecting exciting and full of surprises. The 1993 penny reminds collectors that valuable coins don't always have to look old. Sometimes the most ordinary-looking coin is secretly the most extraordinary treasure. Each tiny detail of the 1993 penny connects back to a moment in history. When you hold one, you hold a piece of the culture, technology, and financial world of the early 1990s. Coin also represents the modern era of United States circulating currency, an era that continues today but with values that grow for those few specimens that stand out in perfection. Every coin has a chance to be the golden discovery a collector has been waiting for. That's why checking your change and examining every penny can be a surprisingly rewarding habit. Among the billions minted, only a limited number survived without damage, making them rare trophies for passionate collectors who chase the best-preserved examples. Imagine the excitement of discovering that a coin you thought was worth only 1 cent is actually a high-demand collectible worth thousands. That magical possibility is what inspires so many people to look closely at the coins they encounter every day. Collectors know that treasures are still out there. They believe that the next incredible find could appear at any moment, and they are absolutely right. So, if you come across a 1993 penny with sharp, bold details, glowing surfaces, and no visible flaws, take a moment to appreciate it. Protect it. Because that tiny treasure could be far more valuable than you think. Now, the most thrilling part of our story, the astounding highest value ever paid for a magnificent 1993 Lincoln penny in pristine condition. Studied by experts and declared a true masterpiece in the coin collecting world. Yes, a single 1993 Lincoln penny has reached a stunning record price that most people would never expect from such a humble, everyday coin. One incredibly rare and flawless 1993 Lincoln penny sold for $88,000. Comment below about the coins you have so our channel can help you find their value. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment. And please like this video too. Top 4. In the world of coin collecting, great stories don't always come from gold or silver. Sometimes, the most incredible treasure comes from the smallest and most common coin in America, the Lincoln penny. And today, we explore a true copper legend, the 1981 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. The year was 1981. A time when copper was still the heart of every penny. Right before the nation transitioned toward cheaper metals, the United States Mint in Denver produced 1-cent coins that would later become highly prized by collectors. At first glance, a 1981 D penny looks like any other. But look a little closer, and the story becomes exciting. Because hidden among the billions minted at the Denver Mint, a tiny number of these coins would go on to achieve a value that is absolutely unbelievable. The obverse proudly displays the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by the famous Victor David Brenner. His design has been honored on the 1-cent coin since 1909, a tribute to one of the most influential leaders in American history. Above Lincoln's head shines the motto "In God We Trust," a statement of national identity. To the left, liberty symbolizes freedom. And right beside the portrait is the date 1981, marking the coin's year of minting. Just below the date, you'll notice the mint mark D, confirming that this coin was produced in Denver, a mint known for high-volume striking. Yet among those countless coins, only a tiny fraction survive in dazzling condition today. Turning the coin over, the reverse presents the powerful and artistic image of the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This architectural tribute not only honors Lincoln but also holds one of the smallest hidden details in U.S. coinage, a miniature statue of Lincoln visible between the columns. The 1981 D penny is historic because it was among the final years using the original 95% copper composition. From 1982 onward, pennies became mostly zinc with only a thin copper coating. This shift means 1981 D pennies are part of the last true copper era. Collectors love copper coins for their rich color tone. The brightest red specimens, known as RD designation, can be worth incredible amounts when preserved perfectly. Time has made such flawless examples extremely rare. Imagine a penny surviving over 4 decades with no scratches, dents, or marks. That's almost impossible considering pennies are the workhorse of American change. Most get worn down within months of circulation, but a few lucky coins were never spent. They stayed protected in sealed bags, mint sets, or coin rolls, untouched and waiting for collectors to discover them. These are the coins that now sell for jaw-dropping prices. Error varieties make the hunt even more thrilling. Some 1981D pennies feature doubling in the lettering or the date, called double dies. These rare minting mistakes can send collectors into a frenzy when found. There are also off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks, each adding uniqueness and value rather than reducing it. Errors transform a normal penny into a standout collectible. On top of that, coin grading, which measures condition on a scale up to mint state 70, becomes the key to determining a coin's true worth. A 1981D penny graded MS67 or MS68 is among the elite champions of the copper world. As copper coins age, they darken or develop spots. So when one appears as bright and shining as the day it left the mint, experts take notice. And collectors open their wallets very wide. Think of how many hands these pennies have passed through, millions of people, thousands of pockets. Yet a handful remained flawless. That rarity is what pushes their value higher every year. The 1981D penny bridges two eras, the classic copper age and the modern zinc era. That historical significance alone draws collectors who want to preserve America's coinage heritage. Many people today still have jars of old pennies at home. Maybe from a parent, grandparent, or a childhood habit of saving coins. And hiding inside those jars could be a high-grade 1981D, worth far more than anyone expects. Coin collectors love the thrill of the hunt. It's not just about money, it's about discovery, history, and unlocking hidden potential in plain sight. Imagine the excitement of finding one perfect penny that has survived time untouched, a tiny piece of history that could change someone's life overnight. This is the magic of numismatics. 1 cent turning into a treasure. And with the 1981D penny, that magic is very real. Every time a collector opens a roll of old pennies, there's a chance, a thrilling possibility, that a rare gem might be hiding inside, just waiting for the right pair of eyes. Even the United States Mint could never have predicted that a common coin from 1981 would become a valuable superstar decades later. But collectors have spoken, and they want the best examples ever produced. So the next time you find a 1981D penny, pause for a moment. Turn it under the light. Look for brilliant color, sharp details, and perfection. Because that simple coin could be something extraordinary. And now comes the part everyone waits for. The amazing truth about how much a single flawless 1981D Lincoln penny has sold for in the highest level collector markets. A coin once worth just a cent now holds a value that can astonish anyone who hears it. 1 Perfectly preserved 1981D Lincoln penny sold for $160,000. Comment below about the coins you have so our channel can help you find their value. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment. And please like this video too. Top 5. In the vast world of coin collecting, fortunes can sometimes be found in the smallest places. And today's journey takes us into the fascinating story of a coin that billions of Americans have handled without realizing the hidden value it might hold. The United States of America Lincoln 1 cent penny from the year 2006. Most people think a penny is just a penny. But collectors know that every coin tells a story. And some coins tell a story so surprising that a humble 1 cent piece could be worth more than luxury items people dream about. When you look at the 2006 penny, the first thing that catches your attention is the bold and familiar face of Abraham Lincoln. This design has been the heart of the 1 cent coin for over a century, a lasting tribute to a president who shaped American history. Above Lincoln's portrait is the proud motto, "In God We Trust," reminding us what the nation stands for. To the left is the word liberty, symbolizing the core values of freedom and independence that America cherishes deeply, and right beneath the portrait sits the year 2006, marking this penny's place in history. A modern-era coin that still holds powerful connections to the past. Some of these coins were minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark, while others carry a D mint mark for Denver. Both versions can be valuable under the right conditions, and collectors look closely to see where each coin came from. On the reverse side, we find the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a stunning piece of architecture designed to honor the man who preserved the Union. This classic design remained in use until 2008, making 2006 one of the last years this imagery appeared on the penny. Look closely between the memorial columns and you'll discover one of the smallest yet remarkable details in United States coin design, a tiny engraved statue of Lincoln himself. Many people never notice it, but collectors appreciate that miniature piece of art. Unlike older pennies that contained mostly copper, the 2006 penny is made from zinc coated with a thin layer of copper. This modern composition keeps the coin lightweight and affordable, but also more vulnerable to damage and corrosion. Because of that, finding a 2006 penny in perfect condition becomes a real challenge. Most pennies go into circulation immediately, rubbing against other coins, collecting scratches, and losing their original shine within months, but some rare coins beat the odds. They remain untouched, preserved in mint rolls, coin albums, or proof sets, protected from the harsh world of circulation. These flawless survivors are the coins collectors chase. Professional grading experts examine these coins closely, grading them on sharpness, luster, and overall condition. The highest grade coins, especially those earning MS-68 or MS-69, are almost like treasures straight from the mint's hands. The price difference between a normal 2006 penny and a perfectly preserved one can be unbelievable. It proves that condition is everything in the world of numismatics. And then come the mint errors, the accidental mistakes that make certain coins incredibly desirable. Sometimes a misplaced strike, doubling in the letters or numbers, or a wrong metal planchet can turn an ordinary penny into something astonishingly valuable. Collectors love these rare imperfections because they are one of a kind. No other coin will have exactly the same flaw, making each one a unique piece of numismatic history. Proof coins from 2006 also attract a lot of attention. These are made with extra care, giving them mirror-like surfaces and frosted details that look stunning under light. A flawless proof coin can spark exciting bidding when placed in auction. Even though 2006 may not feel like ancient history, enough time has passed for coins to become harder to find in top-tier condition. Many have already been worn down, lost, or damaged, leaving a smaller number of high-quality coins for collectors to discover. That scarcity is what drives up excitement and value. And with each passing year, beautifully preserved 2006 pennies only become more desirable. What makes this journey even more thrilling is that valuable coins from 2006 still appear in ordinary places: pocket change, vending returns, couch cushions, and forgotten jars full of coins. Anyone, anywhere, could be holding a rare gem without even knowing it. And that mystery keeps collectors searching harder every single day. This penny isn't just a piece of currency. It is a reminder that the smallest object can carry big history. From the design to its composition, it remains part of a legacy over 100 years strong. Some collectors even specialize in modern pennies because they believe the most valuable discoveries of the future may still be hidden among current coins waiting to be found. The excitement grows when a 2006 penny appears perfectly sharp, glowing with original mint brilliance. That one lucky find might be the moment someone's life changes. Across the world of coin auctions, certain 2006 pennies have shocked collectors with their staggering sale prices. And those records continue to inspire more people to look closely at the change in their hand. Every time you spot the year 2006 on a penny, remember, it might be more than copper-colored metal. It could be an opportunity hiding in plain sight. So keep checking, keep searching, and keep learning, because the next valuable discovery could happen in your home, your wallet, or even the next time you receive change from a store. And now comes the most exciting moment, the reveal of the highest known value ever paid for this modern treasure in the world of rare coins. One single, flawless, and rare 2006 Lincoln 1-cent penny sold for $57,000. Comment below about the coins you have so our channel can help you find their value. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment. And please like this video too.